Let's go.
Hey there, welcome back to another video. This time it is going to be the debunking video that I promised on my Twitter. And so I made a list on my phone here, and I'm going to be following that in order to keep this video on somewhat of a leash. So, okay, so if you guys can see that, Vic Mignogna has essentially been reinstated at Kamehacon. Now, this actually upset a lot of voice actors. But as you can see here, I'm actually getting ahead of myself again, but as you can see here, guest announcement. Please welcome Broly, aka at Vic Mignogna, to Kamehacon 2019. And so yeah, he's officially been reinstated. I am forever grateful to Kamehacon. I honestly, oh my goodness, I'm just grateful. I'm just really grateful for that, for them not giving in to the pressure that was set upon them by the voice actors that are against Vic. I am so grateful that they, that they stood up for what was right and stuff like that. And everyone who sees this, can you please just send them positive messages, send them messages of thanks, send them, just praise them, thank them for what they did. I mean, they deserve it at this point. But anyway, and then this is Vic's official statement on Twitter. So very thankful and happy to say that I will be a guest at Kamehacon in Dallas, April 12th to the 14th. Special thanks to the Kamehacon staff and con chair for the privilege to join you. Let's have a great show full of positivity and celebration of Dragon Ball with the great attendees. But yeah, so Vic has officially been reinstated to Kamehacon. This is a major victory for us, and it's amazing. It is amazing. But as I mentioned before, this did not make a lot of people very happy. A lot of people are saying that they want refunds. In fact, a couple of them, well, one in particular, Monica Rial, has basically decided to cancel her appearance altogether, and it's not just her, but it's also Jason Douglas. Jason Douglas has also canceled his appearance, and, they basically canceled their appearances because of this announcement. I do not care what they have to say about this. When Monica here, she says, I have decided to cancel my appearance at Kamehacon. This was a difficult decision because the last thing I want to do is disappoint the fans. Here's the thing, you already disappointed the fans by kicking Vic. You already disappointed them immensely by kicking Vic. To make it up to you guys, I'm working on finding a space to do a signing. I will share the details as soon as I have them worked out. Alright, so I already debunked that statement, somewhat. I love you guys, but I have concerns about my safety. What are you concerned about? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid that Vic is going to attack you at the con? I got news for you. That ain't gonna happen, Monica. It's not gonna happen. And on top of that, the con has a huge amount of security. So, if you're afraid for your safety, maybe you shouldn't have bought a ticket. So, this is another addendum that I'm adding after the recordings have been done. And there's another one as well. Well, not really another one, but there's another possibility. Chris Sabat. Sabat is the only one that's left there. As far as I'm aware, maybe there are other people from the accusing side who are against Vic. And if Sabat pulls out, there is going to be a significant amount of backlash. Because to my understanding, Sabat is not only one of the most anticipated guests there, but he also has a tour that's sold out, in which he's supposed to be giving a tour of the Funimation studios. And by sold out, I'm assuming that means that there's going to be at least 500 people, or so. Maybe I'm exaggerating that greatly, I don't really know. I've never really been to a con, but I really want to go to one. At least not one of the big conventions. I've been to smaller ones. But if Sabbath drops out, not only will this prove definitively that there's an agenda, but there will be even more backlash than there has ever been before. Because if you think the backlash so far from the fandom has been bad, just think what could happen if Sabbath drops. I'm not even gonna get into the legal ramifications of that. I mean... jeez. The comedy honestly writes itself. This comedy writes itself. But, yeah, if Sabbath drops, then we're gonna know definitively once and for all that there is an actual agenda against Vic. I don't care what they say about their safety. Because a con is one of the safest places you can be if you're a guest. Again, I don't care what any of the voice actors say about their safety in this case, because at the end of it, they brought this all on themselves, and they have no one but themselves to blame. This entire movement is about to crumble to the ground, and they're being forced to stand in the ashes. But anyway, yeah, that's that little addendum that I wanted to add. And now back to the video itself. I mean, you know, just common sense. But anyway, so that's where she drops out. And as I mentioned before, Jason Douglas also mentioned that he was going to drop out. And stuff like that. And then this is the thing that pretty much guarantees a win for us. It guarantees a win for us, and it is this. Okay, so these are screenshots that I got courtesy of Supergirl. So shout out to you for that. So shout out to you for that. And so let's just go through this. My point of contacting you is to share my personal experience with you to see if there is any merit to either side. My question to you is, if you feel as if what was done to you was sexual assault, then you still have time to go to the police and start the record, but why haven't you? And then here's Jamie. I am so sorry that happened to your sister and your family. There are things called statutes of limitations. In my case, they expired after 2 years, so I could not actually go to the police. Here's the big one. The person sent something, but sounds good in theory, right? In theory, yes, but in Texas, it's just been too long. We can only hope someone comes forward that was either a minor when this happened, statutes are very different then, and or someone comes forward within the 2-year statute, or someone comes forward in a different state with different statutes. So yeah, you heard it right here. She's essentially saying that they're hoping someone comes forward and that they officially have nothing on Vic Mignogna. So all of the claims, all of the sexual assault stuff, all of the pedophilia, everything that they're accusing him of, including the unwanted affection, is all bogus. It is all bogus. So yeah, their side is officially about to crumble. Especially since Ty Beard recently stated in a recent Nikokita stream that I believe he said something like they sent papers out or something like that. Papers to, I was under the wrong impression. These guys haven't actually been given court summons papers yet, but they've been given papers to, you know, not telling them, you know, don't destroy any evidence. Otherwise, that's essentially obstruction of justice and perjury. Or something along those lines. So, let's go on ahead and get to the last bit here that I wanted to cover. This one is actually from a user that I think everyone here is familiar with. Renfamous. Now, unfortunately, I do not have a screenshot of this. I probably should have taken one, but essentially the first thing that happened was that I got involved with in a Twitter battle with Renfamous. Let me see if I can, let me see if I can find it here, actually. Okay, here we go. So, okay, here we go. So, there was actually a previous Twitter thread, but I can't really find it, and it's been way too long, in terms of notifications. So, if I do find it, though, I'll be sure to do a follow-up on this topic. But anyway, so, she's basically whining about Vic being invited back to Kamehacon. And so basically what she says is, their website says all badge sales are final, but I've got an email out about getting a refund for mine. There wasn't a Predator on the guest list when I bought it, so I feel like I have grounds for a refund. And then here's the thing. These are Kamehacon's rules. This is an official screenshot from the Kamehacon website. You can see it up there. All tickets are non-refundable and non-transferable. Tickets cannot be applied towards future shows. So essentially meaning that once you buy a ticket, you can't really refund it or transfer it to someone else. So basically, I mean, you know, basically, yeah, no refund for you there. And of course she's whining about it and stuff like that. And, well, here's the thing. Nothing that you can say will make the con change their mind at this point, I'm pretty sure. In terms of, you know, it's their rules. It's their rules, and nothing that you can say can change that. So, anyway. And then, what I did was, I said this. You're just upset that your ploy against Vic didn't work. Let this be a lesson to you. If you want something bad done to someone, you need actual evidence, not just statements. You need police reports, videos, photos, anything other than statements or hearsay. Because, you know, that's basically what they've been doing. They've been going based entirely off of hearsay and alleged testimony. Which, yes, once again, testimony is admissible in a court of law, but again, unless you have evidence to back that up, what point is there? Because saying that and a lot of these guys are saying, oh, that's all we need is testimony. Well, here's the thing. Saying that all you need to win a court case is testimony, or at least a court case like this is testimony, is the equivalent of saying that for an essay, a 5-paragraph essay, all you need to pass with an A+ is a thesis statement and no supporting evidence to support your claims. You're gonna get laughed at both times. And so this is basically what you sent me. Bless your heart. Go play some Minecraft, kiddo. And so I decided to one-up her by doing this. Nah, think I'll play some Breath of the Wild instead. It's much more engaging, has amazing gameplay, and I love seeing Link and Zelda together as a pairing. Hashtag hopeless romantic, hashtag Nintendo for the win, and hashtag Zelda. And this is one, unfortunately, I don't have a screenshot of, but you're just gonna have to take me at my word for it. But basically, what happened was, after our initial Twitter conversation, I kid you not, after our initial Twitter conversation, she changed her username to DragonFist901. I kid you not. It was like that for a couple days, at least. Unfortunately, I didn't get a screenshot of it to show you. But she really did do it. She really did do it. And she probably only did it, most likely because she did it to mock me, pretty much. And I've also had tons of people mock my content on here. I don't want to get into that here, though. I want to stay on topic. But, so, like I said, she changed her username to DragonFist901 to mock me. And because I know exactly what she was trying to do there. She was trying to elicit a negative response. Well, Ren, if you're watching this, you failed miserably. You failed miserably. Because if you think a petty tactic like that is going to get a response out of me that's negative and goes against my family-friendly nature, you've got another thing coming. You have another thing coming. But yeah, so she, like I said, she changed her username to DragonFist901, and then she promptly changed it back, most likely because she knew that there was only one DragonFist 900, and that trying to one-up me was a really big mistake for her on social media. You know, I'm not saying that out of malice. I'm not saying that out of malice whatsoever. I'm just stating that she most likely got... She probably got scared or something like that. I'm not trying to put words in her mouth, but she probably got scared or something along those lines. And what I find most interesting about these people is that the moment you call them out, they immediately block you without debating. And probably because they know that they're in the wrong. It's most likely because they know that they're in the wrong here. But yeah, I should have gotten a screenshot of Ren's Dragonfist 901, but you can't win them all, and you know, I had plenty of other material to cover in this video anyway. And I hope this video is a lot more cohesive than my other ramblings have been to any of the viewers watching, because it took me a while to find my groove for these videos, and I hope that this satisfies anyone watching this and any of the followers on Twitter that saw that thread. Speaking of the thread, this is actually the thread that I made. And so basically what I did was I told everyone about the video that I was going to be making. It's actually Sunday evening as I'm recording this, because I realized if I were to record it on Monday, I wouldn't have enough time to render it and get it up by Monday evening. So I'm hoping to have this in editing by the morning or something along those lines. So yeah, and basically what I said was that once the video goes up, I'm just gonna pin the tweet with the link in it to my profile. Although this thread is already linked to my profile, but what I'm gonna do basically is I'm just gonna pin the tweet with the link to this video in the thread, so that anyone, you know, that sees it can come and watch it once it's up. I think I'm only doing this to be to get YouTube fame. And to those people, I've already addressed this on Twitter, but to those people, I have the following to say. Saying that I'm only doing this to get famous is an enormous disservice, because I'm not. I'm not doing this to get famous. What I'm doing is simply joining with other creators in fighting for what we believe is right. And honestly, I mean, I don't know why so many people think I'm doing this to get YouTube famous, because I'm not. I'm just trying to get the word out, just like the other guys. I'm also hoping that one of them and I can maybe collab together on this issue. You know, we can kind of put our heads together and, you know, stuff like that. To get, you know, just compare and contrast our ideas about this and stuff like that. Speaking of the other guys, like in all my other videos on this, their channel links are all going to be below and stuff like that. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this satisfies anyone that saw that thread on Twitter. And leave me some feedback as well. Let me know what you think about my new intro as well. It's not the most advanced, I know, but it's something. It's a step in the right direction, at least for me. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I will see you guys later. And like I said, leave a comment, let me know what you think, give me some feedback on this, If on this, because if you have any feedback, I'll gladly take it into account, as long as it's not, you know, mocking my content or anything like that. Just, you know, general criticism and stuff. So, yeah. Like I said, just leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Hashtag I stand with Vic. And, yeah. If you guys support Vic Mignogna, if you want, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna try to keep you guys up to date as much as possible on this situation. And, yeah. Like I said, leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you want. Go check the other guys out. Tell them Dragonfist sent you or Mark. I don't really care which name you use for me on here. Alright? So, I will see you guys later, and God bless. See ya.